Hey there, everybody! Welcome to Banjo Race. It's time for a Banjo Race. Just as I'm saying that, I'm getting a call. It's from some spam number. I hate you. Okay, this is the first race attempt we've tried to start today. We're only 12 minutes late. Suck it as me. Okay, are we both ready to go again?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, let me count you down and we'll get her started. For real this time. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
Good luck.
Thanks. Good luck.
Okay, this time I swear to God. Alright. And go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you only get one, so. Alright, both of them have successfully skipped their moves. They pressed B. They mashed B. Have you? I'm pretty sure I have that emote in chat. Yeah, so. It's time to get her done. Alright, so I'm sure I'll find some way to like cut the intro together with like the rest of the stuff. So I don't want to be, do it again, but alright. I felt like that was a pretty good Mumbos from Dupe too, looking over, but we spent the entire time, just kind of watching Pembles, making sure that, he was getting into, Mumbos as fast as possible so we could double check his moves. A lot of schlongsters going on in chat. Oh yeah, we got the Pixel Jam emote too that has me made up, I think. Yeah, Wheezy Jam it's called. Yeah, but I mean, when you've got like 1,000 emote slots, I think everyone in the banjo community could have an emote made of them, like jazzing to music. It would be pretty funny to have like a catalog of GIFs of like different banjo runners, grooving to music and just having them all on the same channel. I think that would be a pretty funny idea. What's banjo? Never heard of it. Well, it's a bear with a bird companion who chills in a backpack. And oh, Pembles didn't quite. He like jumped straight up. He didn't get the momentum from the jump. Yeah, this time he's got FFM set up, and so this race is like the final, the final, race. Also, hi lady, welcome to Strim. Baron Bird on a mission. It's actually really funny. I never, thought about it until just recently, but the backpack isn't actually Banjo's. It's actually Kazooie's backpack. Which some people might be upset to hear, but... Thick Banjo. Yeah, depending on whose chat you're in. If you're in Hag's chat, he's a dummy thick bear. Yeah, I know, right? Banjo's backpack. Oh yeah, and the bee. The bee for sure, too. Alright, so this time, yep, Pemble's entering Mumbo's Mountain. He has Talon Trot. Everything is going fine. Making sure he's getting his notes. Dupe with a pretty good Ticker's Tower so far. Kind of getting caught underneath the ledge there, though. You know what? I think I'm gonna get behind that thing. Asmi always has. Ooh, fell down from the top of the tower. Asmi has a thing where he goes into everyone's chat and gets them to do something. Maybe that's what we should do. Get Asmi to get dancing gifs of every banjo runner. Duck said that? Wow, that's toxic. It's okay. We all know that BMO is the hype train. Duck might win in a cooking contest though. He's been watching a lot of that Hell's Kitchen. It's like never underestimate those like who watch nothing but cooking shows in the kitchen. Bake you a cake? Hey, you gotta bake us some bread. You've been making a lot of bread lately. Make us bread for everyone. Setting the smoke alarm off doesn't mean that you're making food bad. It just means it makes a lot of smoke. If you're making steak in a kitchen and you're not setting the smoke alarm off, you're doing it wrong. Now, if you're making like pasta, then you know maybe, but it could be steam. Shout out to Banjo Runner. I'd like to shout out HappyPembles for keeping his FMFM file this run. Wow, saying, okay, the first thing was duck, the second thing was lemon. I don't know, that sounds like it was written by Duck. Speaking in third person? That's sus. Is that me cutting together the shorts on YouTube? It is. I manage all the videos for the channel. All the shorts come from clips that I just find from other people on the channel. Like, I make my own highlight videos, but the shorts all come from clips that people in chat make. So if you see funny stuff, take a clip of it, and it might show up on a short. So far, pretty standard Mumbos. Pembles making sure not to fall off, taking his time getting all the collectibles, but Doop's flying through Mumbos pretty well. But yeah, the shorts are really fun to make, but last year I went through a period where I was releasing like a short every week, and I started running out of content because, you know, this tournament there's been a lot of stuff going on, but normally there's not a whole lot of races that happen, you know, because TUI is pretty dead, and I mean, you can only have so many BK events before people kind of get tired of competing and racing. So I ran out of stuff to make clips from, and so I just never uploaded like a video for like 6 months. And so I'm kind of pacing myself these days. No, you lady. And on top of that, I'm working on highlight videos for SHM's bingo tournament, and I'm also working on highlights, like highlight reels for the second Booter tournament as well, but that one's probably going to come out later on. I want to get bingo done first. Doop just barely missing the jiggy dance skip on the Jinjo. It looked like he kind of took a diagonal path off of the platform. If he would have gone like straight, you know, kind of the hypotenuse onto the platform, he probably would have made it out, or made it into the water. This level was called Mumbo's Mountain, as shown on the front of the level there. I have a problem where I call Mumbo's Mountain Mayhem Temple all the time because it's the first level of Banjo-Tooie, and they both, like, you know, start with M, so it's like Mumbo's Mountain Mayhem Temple. It's so easy just to accidentally call it MT instead of MM. It's like Click Clock Wood and Cloud Cuckoo Land, you know, you say CCW, CCL, they're so close to each other. You know, everyone always has that problem where they call Treasure Trove Cove TikTok Clock because they're both TTC, you know. Whoops, all M's. Well, Mayhem Temple is actually MT, but I don't know, lots of M's. I'm a 2E runner, right? So I often kind of, it just gets replaced in my brain. A bear of very little brain. Alright, let's see if Pembles gets the jump. Nope, he was a little too far back, so didn't quite make it all the way over. Yeah, CCW, CCL gets you all the time. Yeah, same. Yeah, I mean, that was like only true recently. You needed to use Mumbo and Mayhem Temple until a few months ago. And by a few months ago, I mean like, man, it's almost been a year. It's more like 10 months ago or something. Alright, looks like both runners opted to do the backflip strat to get up on top. Very nice. I'm pretty sure Dupe did the backflip. Mumbo's Mansion Madness. That sounds like a racetrack course. Like something you'd see in like Mario Kart, or I guess a Rareware racing game. CCL is Cloud Cuckoo Land. It's the last level of Banjo-Tooie. Dupe going for the treasure after the notes. Very interesting. Oh, and Blubber's all the way down in Africa. So, not going to be getting the Jiggy during the cutscene. Meanwhile, Pembles opening up Clankers. He's got both his puzzles done up, I think. Mumbos. Ekum. Alright, Dupe going for the fly over to the note strat instead of the beak bomb. We've been seeing a good combination of both the strats, and I guess it's like, you know, one of them's the fast, harder strat, and the other one's the slower, beginner strat kind of thing. I love the peck into the beak bust. Feels nice to see it. Bless the Wahays down in Africa. Is Blubber the only character that actually says Wahey? Like, in the voice lines? Oh, Boggy says Wahey, that's true. Yeah, he says it while he's racing, yeah. The guy in Target Zan's temple? Oh, the guy in the relic chamber. Yeah. Wait, does he? Ooh, Dupe beak bombed way in the wrong direction. Oh, but he still got the Jiggy. Blodazin says it too. Yeah, but does he like I'm not talking about saying it in text. I mean just like actually saying it. But I guess that's probably what you mean. Yeah. That's interesting. I guess I probably knew that, but I didn't think of it. Ooh, Dupe takes a pretty nasty fall down there. Lands a little bit far away. Maybe it's so that, you know, just in case he didn't, you know, dive low enough. Oh my god, I can't believe Pembles didn't grab that Jiggy during the cutscene. That's actually insane. Anyway, Dupe probably went a little bit further out just so, you know, just in case you didn't dive low enough to get the honeycomb, he spawned Snacker a little bit further away from the honey. Yeah, but I'm not talking about the origin of the meme. I'm just talking about, like, you know, how it's said. Because Wahey is spelled out in Tui with A-E, so... Ooh, Pembles. Oh, he's just landing, okay. No, Pembles! Oh, I did a backflip a little too early, or too close. Ended up getting knocked down. Alright, so he's just doing the pretty standard fly over here. Oh yeah, he missed the note. Oh, he missed the note again. Alright, well this time he should make it low enough. Yep, there we go. Oh, but he still got knocked down. So he's going to go over to the flight pad a third time. And hopefully he'll be able to get the note this time. Yeah, it keeps flying directly over the Jiggy. That'll probably work. No, it still didn't work. I can't believe it. Okay, he's had enough. He's just gonna pick it up later. Alright, there's the Jinjo in prime position for the, yep, the tumble. Looked a little too low to the ground there. The note wins by TKO. Yeah. Alright, so Dupe got his honeycomb. Now he's going to be going all the way back over. Pembles making sure he's at an excellent angle to be able to grab those notes. Nice quick dive. Alright, luckily Dupe knows the quick strat to get all the way up to the Jiggy without having going back to the shock spring pads. Grabs a couple feathers on the way. Now he's got the Jiggy. TTC is just like so relentless when things start going wrong. Like, and there's so many places for them to go wrong. I mean, obviously Pembles is about to go for the Alcove Jiggy here now, but I was gonna say we saw both runners mess up some pretty significant things in this TTC. Oh, and Pembles didn't land on the alcove. So that would have been like the next big thing, I think, is landing on that alcove Jiggy. But thank goodness we didn't see that either. Pembles? Hello? I've never seen the camera do this before. Okay, there we go. That's hilarious. Don't hold R when... Is that what happens? If you hold R when you beak bust, the camera does that? That's actually really funny. Not all the time? Okay. Right. Unfortunately, Dupe didn't get the death warp on the Jiggy, so the crab decided to go on vacation on the left side of the little cage there. All right. Now we I see Pembles going for this honeycomb too. Oh, and he manages to make it. And thank goodness, something I've been seeing a lot of people doing this tournament is when they get the honeycomb after the quick dive, they immediately dive instead of just kind of paddling back to the surface. You distinctly remember skipping that lair jiggy and coming back for when entering the cheats into the sandcastle? Like, did you just forget it was there, or? Alright, Pemble's missing all the notes. But it's okay, we're killing the crabs here, so. And he managed to dodge the crab like 3 times with his beak bust invulnerability. Which is actually pretty impressive that you can do that. But, I mean, I guess that's how you can get the notes on top of the bear traps in Click Clock. Yep, Pembles, you need those notes. Still 2 more notes. I wouldn't even jump, just run out. There you go, now we got all the notes. Good. Alright, so Doop gonna be going for beginner cycle in Clankers, to be expected. Pretty easy cycle to hit. Unless you know, jump off without the Jinjo, I guess. Haven't we all done that? Actually, I don't know if I've ever done that. I feel like it's so easy to do, because you always kind of do the blind jump, and I mean, I feel like it's just muscle memory, just kind of jumping. Oh, Pemble's got 1 egg to go in, but only 1. So he's just going straight down and pooping into the bucket. Which sounds worse than it is, but it's just how it goes. Alright, time for Pemble's flying section. See if he grabs everything kind of in midair. I think this was one of the hardest sections for me to learn. Oh, Pembles, if you would have went straight down, you would have got them just fine. Alright, he got the other notes. There's the Jinjo. He didn't even press A there. Maybe he meant to press A and then just didn't. If he would have pressed A there, he definitely would have been fine, but yeah, just kind of forgot to hit the button. So back to the flight pad we go. Meanwhile, Doop climbing up. And by climbing up, I mean swimming up. Swimming the wrong way. But he's got lots of air because of his cycles. Alright, a little too high there from Pembles. Maybe it's nerves. Could be. Alright, Pembles is really high here. Ooh, Doop just barely managed to get those eggs in the teeth. But just barely means he got it, so. I'm really surprised Pembles didn't land there in that alcove. That looked really, really close. Alright, here he goes for the Jinjo. Doesn't quite manage to take off again before stopping to grab the Jiggy, so. Yeah, I know, like, there's a lot of points I feel like where nerves, like, come into play, you know, in Banjo. I mean, I guess it depends what level you're on and, like, what level you're at, like, skill-wise as well. Like, I feel like for me, Clankers is, like, Clankers and Bubble Gloop are, like, the 2 levels I just kind of, like, fall asleep during. But, I mean, I also do RRBA, so... And I don't really do any, like, super hard strats either. And Clankers is like, yeah, you know, you gotta make the cycles, but, you know, I never get Bolt Jump anyway, so I don't have to worry about, like, getting it or not getting it. It's one of those, if you get it, if you don't get it, your cycle's probably screwed up anyway, because you're gonna mess up some other kind of movement. Oh, Dupe fell off! He didn't quite have a chance to flutter either, but at least he was able to climb up on Clanker's face. And he just barely makes it to the next bolt, so... Speaking of Bolt Jump, he's got to do that right now, too. Never mind, he's not going for it. I thought he might have jumped far enough there to kind of come up underneath Clanker's fin, which of course if you come up from like the bottom side, you know, you end up diving. Alright, Pembles has to take damage from full health here. So decides to play it safe. He goes for the Jiggy before the crab. I feel like if you're doing that strat though, then flipping the crab over doesn't make sense, because if you're not going for the death warp anyway, then you should just grab the Jiggy and then worry about the crab later, and it doesn't really matter where it goes. That was a really fast backflip from Dupe there though. Just kind of like great, didn't even need to like turn around, get into position, just immediate backflip. Alright, Pembles gets up on the cannon, grabs some health. This may be a weird question for people in chat, but I was just thinking about, you know, like gold feathers, seeing him Dupe grab the gold feathers there. What's everyone's favorite move in, like, I guess Banjo-Kazooie and then like combined Kazooie-Tooie? Because in Banjo-Tooie you already start with all the Banjo-Kazooie moves like learned. But like between the two games and like the starter moves only, what's your guys' like favorite move that Banjo can do? Or Kazooie? I feel like I would probably have to think about it, but... Beak Bomb, Bear Punch. I always thought it was a Claw Swipe rather than like a Bear Punch. The one where Banjo smacks Kazooie on the ground. That's Breagle Bash. Yeah. Really enjoy the Tiptoe. That doesn't count. Oh, the actual name is Claw Swipe? I thought the official name was Bear Punch, and that's why people called it Bear Punch. Alright, nice backflip from Dupe. That's a classic. That's a classic movement mistake in that exact spot right there. I might actually have to think about my favorite, like, Kazooie move. Like, I'd probably have to say Wonder Wing if I had to pick a basic move. I do like Wonder Wing, or Flying. Probably Flying. Just the ability to kind of go wherever is really nice. Rat-a-tat Rap. Rat-a-tat Rap is another good one. I do like Rat-a-tat. No one's saying Talon Trot though, unless I missed it. But I guess Talon Trot like isn't, you know, cool. I think my favorite Tooie move is Claw Clamber Boots though. But Not for any sort of, like, cool reason or anything. Oh my god, Pembles. Come on, go for the bubble. Okay, you got it. Now we're going for the second bubble. Okay, it's gone. I just like the suction-y sound the claw clamber boots make when they, like, come off the wall. It's just like the blop, 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 blop. Alright, Pemble's trying his hardest not to drown here. Meanwhile, Doop trying his hardest to drown as fast as possible. Oh, Pembles, you keep missing the bubble. Okay, makes it. I cannot fathom how many cycles this is missed, though. I mean, I say flat flip jump sometimes, as me. Yeah. Yeah, springy step shoes are a fun sound. That little boing, 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 boing sound while you... It's like one of my favorite things about Banjo-Kazooie is like the pumpkin. When the pumpkin moves around, you get that like sound when it like jumps. Yeah, pumpkin sound is like one of my favorite sound effects in the game for sure. No Asmi. I'm sure we've all lost count. Is he looking for Gloop still? I feel like swimming in the same direction Gloop is moving is kind of counterintuitive. Uh-oh! Pembles! Pembles is gonna drown. He's not gonna find that bubble. Oh no! Pembles! Oh, Pembles. He didn't quite make it. Oh, he gave the level of the finger on his webcam. That's so rough. Yeah, that is really rough. Yeah, I entirely agree with you there, Dee. Died the same way you just bit the dust. I mean, like, when I was younger, that was, like, my worst nightmare, was you dive down to the bottom of Clankers, and you, like, just can't, like, make it without drowning. Yeah. I mean, the game definitely, like, exacerbates that, I guess, is the word. Like, just when you think you're getting the bubble, you're actually behind it. It's just one of those things that, like, really sucks about these bubbles. Like, even for someone who has, like, alright depth perception, I feel like, you know, figuring out where the bubbles are at is hard enough. Yeah, I mean, I played this game as a child without ever knowing that R made you swim faster or, you know, fly around better. Yeah, I mean, I entirely agree. Just the whole situation is like, oh, Dupe going for the going for the beak bust on top again. I guess maybe that's why they made in Banjo-Tooie, you know, when they gave you like the level that had the most swimming in it, they made it so you could oxygenate the water, so you didn't have an oxygen meter. Because they could have just made it so that, like, you know, you needed to be the submarine to enter Wu Fak Fak's locker. Alright, Pemble's going for bubbles again, making absolute sure. No, Pembles, you missed a note! I'm pretty sure he missed a note down there. I mean, he could have got it, but I'm pretty sure I saw him miss one. That, I mean, I don't know how many notes he's supposed to have at this point after coming up from the bottom, but I guess we'll find out when he grabs his first note inside Clankers. But, I mean, that'll really suck for, like... That'll really suck for the end of the level when he's, like, looking for one more note. So let's see how many notes he had after leaving that area. He had 22. Oh, he just passed his note score after grabbing this, so maybe he did have all the notes. But yeah, by shining lots of sunlight, I guess, you know, all the algae in the water is like, you know, omega photosynthesizing. And then they create so much oxygen that it just like saturates the water. I feel like that's still scientifically impossible. But, I mean, it's funny to think about. Like, imagine just putting your head underwater and just, like, you could breathe just fine. I feel like the density of water makes that impossible, though. But no matter how much algae is in there. Then you just get, like, a mouthful of algae. But then again, Mumbo can raise the dead, so we don't know how powerful he is. Yep. Warp clean. Alright, Pemble's making it out, grabbing some notes. He's gonna miss this bolt though. We want to make a video game about Asmi? Are we all gonna speedrun it? Or like speedrun turning it off? Lamau, get him. Got him. Mario's a plumber, not a janitor. Yeah. I feel like Mario's the name of like a guy that owned a pizzeria. Not that that's racist or anything, but I feel like in a lot of like places you're like, hey, it's Mario's Pizzeria. Bowser. He's had to clean up Bowser. Alright, Pemble's just going straight for the honeycomb, just doing the fall through. Alright, meanwhile, Doop, he's gone like... he's gone maximum comfy, kind of slouched back in his chair. He has a little cat on his webcam, and he was saying that, you know, because there was a cat, like, gaming on top of, like, a squished Mario he had over his webcam, and I was like, what's the cat? And he's like, oh, yeah, when I use my webcam, the cat's on, like, the couch behind me. So if you go to, like, Dupe's stream, you can see the cat, like, just chilling behind him on the webcam. Or on the couch, I mean. It's actually really hilarious, and it's wearing, like, a headset and everything. Man, I haven't had pizza in a long time. Kind of want pizza, but it's so expensive here. Unless you're getting, like, Little Caesars. But, like, most, like, non-chain pizza places, it would be a hard time getting a pizza for less than $20. Or even $30, depending on how far you want to drive. Ooh, is that gonna bonk? Oh my god, I can't believe that was the sickest thing ever from Pembles. Like, I thought he was just gonna miss entirely, so he pecked out of his Rat-a-tat, and then, or out of his Beak Bomb, and then just, like, rode the wall. The landlord and the janitor. Okay. I thought Pembles was gonna jump over the Jiggy there. The landlord and the janitor sounds like a new Disney film. I don't know if that would be that interesting, though. Yeah, Dupe PB just the other day, he was saying. Because I think before the race, his time was like a 2:23 or something like that. But yeah, he said, yeah, he PB'd 2 days after his last race, he said. Taking some damage off of the Buzz Bomb. Little does he know, instead of taking 1 damage off the Buzz Bomb, ooh, Pembles jumped way too early off the tail. Oh, and he landed on the bottom of the tail. I didn't know you could do that. Little does Dupe know. Oh, Pembles jumping a little too fast up the tail there. Getting stuck. Let me finish this thought. Little does Dupe know that instead of taking 1 dam off the Buzz Bomb, he could just take 2 damage by losing to Vile and getting nipped. Alright, Pembles, you got this. There we go, that should work. I thought he wasn't going to get out of Talent Trot there and miss, but he managed to make it right on there. Trep going to get dissed so hard he's going to go back to the Stone Age. We throwing hands. Losing to Vile Genius. Did you just hear me say that, Schlongster? If you're on mobile, you're on like... It's like mobile Inception. Like, mobile is like... You know... Mobile is like already delayed. But you're like... You're watching a stream of like somebody watching this stream on their mobile phone. Ooh, Pembles doesn't quite stay up there. I don't think you can actually jump up from down there, so you have to get up. thinking about it. Schlongster was considering that for his next race. And like, oh yeah, if I lose to Vile, I can take more health. That way I can Death Warp faster. It's genius. No, it's not a real cat. It's just a cat that's like on the back of his webcam. Why did you think it was a real cat when I said it was like wearing like a headset? And like I guess he could have had like something put on a cat, but I don't know. Either way, it's hard to like not look at. Oh shit, Dupe's got One Piece stuff in his background too. Fucking love One Piece. Could have been a crochet kitty, you're right. I didn't account for that. Alright, Pemble's getting a little bit more air before finishing up the rest of his level here. So lots of oxygen in Banjo's tank. We're going for the jiggy and the notes. Pixel, haven't you been listening to all this conversation in chat? It's not it's me, it's you say it's a me. I feel like that was like that conversation has already ended, but I don't know, here we are. Alright, Pemble's just chilling away his time, waiting to drown. This is what happens when you load up on oxygen. And I guess he did have all the notes down below, so we're all good. Oh, you just came back in? Okay, yeah. Never mind, never mind. Forget me. Alright. I'm sure Pembles didn't want to be in Clankers for quite as long as he was, but he made it out. So now he'll be heading to Bubble Gloop. Both runners doing, I actually don't know if Pembles does RRBA, or if he does no RBA. I imagine he does no RBA, because he's on emulator. I mean, you saw the statues, like just like put a diamond on like Banjo's nose and there you go. And anyways, yeah, I mean you gotta roll with what you got, right? So Dupe's gonna be going to Freeze Easy Peak. Pretty standard RRBA. Yeah, Clankers was really rough. I mean, the like drowning at the bottom wasn't the worst place he could have died in Clankers, but it was like still pretty bad. Alright, guys. Fun as chatting about butt plugs is. Should call it a day there. Yeah, I guess this is a Dupes banjo break. The only real time you have like a bathroom break in the run doing twinklies. Favorite transformation between both N64 games? I mean, my answer will always be the 2EB. Banjo 2EB is just the OP transformation. Of course, people do like the van. You get to do the endless honking. Yeah, the bee in Kazooie, like, not only can it not shoot hornets or stingers, but it has, like, you know, that weird movement. I feel like the bee movement in 2E is, like, way easier to control than the bee in Kazooie. Submarine is, like... I think my least favorite transformation would probably have to be the termite. Termite's weak. It doesn't do anything. Oh, Pembles jumped a little bit too late there. I mean, too early. Rat-a-tat a little too early. I mean, just like everything else in BK, the B movement is more like kind of locked in. You know, once you're moving, you're kind of moving. TNT transformation is pretty fun. It's too bad that, like, the speed run makes it obsolete, but... I mean, aside from, you know, detonator levitation. As long as you just keep liking thinking it. You like Banjo Stony? It looks so funny walking. Yeah. The Stony just kind of like, it like rolls back and forth as it walks. And with Super Banjo, of course, I've always said this. It looks really funny. Just like going back and forth like boom, 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 boom. Like vibrating across the ground. Which BK stage without a transformation would be best with one? Well, let's narrow that down, I guess. So we got TTC, Clankers, RBB, and Gobies. And the lair, I suppose. Oh, I didn't see. Pembles fell off. Oh. And he completed Flivets while watching the cutscene. Okay, I 100% I 100% thought that Pembles was like gonna save and quit or something there. I mean, I guess it would be cool to have like a transformation in RBB. But I feel like there's not a whole lot of use for it. Like, you could have, like, I don't know, an empty, like, barrel or something like that, so you could, like, float on top of the oil. And maybe there would be a jiggy involved where you have to, like, spend a lot of time in the oil, but, I mean, you could just flutter out as Banjo. Yeah, or a boat, like a lifeboat. Something to, you know, like, move in and out of, like, water areas. I feel like that would be a 2E thing where you, like, turn into a lifeboat, and then you could, like, you know, take passengers back and forth, like, across the oily water. Alright, Pembles got his Jiggy. A Sandworm and Gobies. I'm trying to think of like what, like, even if Gobies like what would Gobies even have as a transformation? Like, I'd say the levels aren't really built for transformations, but I mean, then you think of like Tickers and like, you know, Mumbos isn't really built for a transformation either. Aside from like the really slippery slopes everywhere. Transform into a cactus, yeah. Oh, that's a miss, Pembles. You gotta change your camera angle a little more. There we go. Now you just gotta aim right in there. Aim straight forward. One of those eggs will make it in. A camel and water the palm yourself. Yeah, I mean, that would take out the need for Gobi. You could be like a magic carpet or something. Kind of go the Aladdin vibe. Imagining a little camel in like the style of, you know, the tiny animals that exist in BK just sounds weird though. Well, I mean, it could still be called Gobi's Valley. There just wouldn't be Gobi in it. I mean, people don't question, like, you know, why is Click Clock Wood called Click Clock Wood? Nobody asks, who's Click Clock? Is he a clock? Gobi would be the Mumbo tokens we collected along the way. Oh yeah, just imagine if you had all these extra transformations. Just imagine how many Mumbo tokens there would be in the game. Oh, Pembles! Didn't quite rat-a-tat long enough to grab or to kill the dude. I can never remember what they're called. Buzz Bomb. There we go. I like Grabba's Valley. Alright, we're not forgetting any notes coming up the slope here. I was about to say, I feel like he short notes anyway going up the scarf, but then I forgot everyone always seems to grab a different number of notes when they do the walrus race. How many Mumbo tokens are even in the game? There's just over 100, aren't there? Oh, 116 was more than I thought. But I guess there would have to be a minimum number of the transformations you have, so 25 plus 20 plus 15 plus 10 plus 5. So it's that 30 plus 30 plus 15. So 75 tokens are needed. And then you just have a bunch of extras. That was a really interesting angle to beak bomb down. I guess it gets you on the ground faster, and if you don't plan on taking any damage, maybe it's faster to go that way. Yeah, I mean, if you only need 75 tokens. I always thought the number was just barely over, what's it called? 100. Like 103 or something. And then one of them despawns in Mumbos. And one of them despawns in Click Clock. Options. Options, people. Alright. Didn't quite get the turtle pattern that first time, so Pembles just rewatching it again. Not a great pattern, though. Alright, now we got Boggy Race number 2 coming from Dupe. Oh my god, he missed a slalom. This might be close, grabbing this green Jinjo. But I don't think Boggy will be moving that fast yet. Yeah, he was fine. At least now he's like behind a bit, and he's not like, you know, tailing Boggy's behind. Which sounds weird, but oh my god, he didn't get those notes on the present as the Walrus, or any of these guys. I guess he's just gonna do it after the race is over. Just like get the 4 along the edge, get the 4 on the present, and then backtrack up to Waz's cave. Which I guess makes sense. If you're not going to get any of them, you may as well just get them all later. Oh my god. That camera looked like it was going straight out of bounds. Alright, get the notes, get the Mumbo token. There we go. Alright, Pembles accidentally wrote down P as his last one, probably. Accidentally thought, oh, it stands for pink instead of purple. Imagine writing magenta for that turtle pattern. Or whatever people write, I don't know. I use PI and PU for pink and purple. No, I use P for purple. It's been too long. Oh, dude, get out of the water! Okay. He's got one more shot at this. Okay, he made it in. Shaking his head. He's got to be really careful to jump out, though. It looked like he wanted to play it safe, but now he's like... Now he's going at it. Okay, that looked good to me. Okay, he's safe. He made it. Pemble's checking his health real quick. He took a couple damage during Tip Top Choir, so it's good to fill up. Alright, and Dupe is out of FP, so he's on his way to, what do we call it? Mumbo's Madness Mayhem? Or Mad Mumbo's Mayhem? I don't remember. It was too long ago. If you die before getting that honeycomb, is it faster to go back immediately? Come back as the B. It's probably just faster to come back as the B if you're doing RRBA. Or RBA. But if you're doing no RBA, then probably not. I mean, even if you're doing no RBA, it's still probably faster. Because we saw that earlier in the tournament. I don't remember who it was, but they had to go all the way back just for the honeycomb because they died before grabbing it at the end. And it was a long trek. Because, yeah, it is like the opposite side of the level. But yeah, I guess when you're grabbing your free ZZ Peak layer Jiggy as the B, you just... Pembles, you gotta jump to it in Talon Trot. You learned this last race. Oh my god, you can get it without jumping in Talon Trot. Cool to think about. Sure hope it doesn't happen to anyone. Yeah, well, like I said, it already happened to one person, so... Hopefully it doesn't happen to anyone else, but I know what you mean. And yeah, Mumbo's Mumbo Mumbo. Mumbo Mumbo's Mumbo. It's hard to say. Yeah, it's one of those like backup strats that would be kind of hard to think about. Because, I mean, first off, you have to remember to come back as the bee at all. Instead of just kind of, you know, auto-playing the split. But, I mean, it would be kind of fun to... Well, it kind of sucks to PB with one of those, actually, because then you'd have, like, this giant, like, two-minute time save at the end of your run. Alright, unfortunately, we're not going to get to see Doop do a MMM early, as he swam all the way to the level and opened it up. But that's a-okay. Sometimes it's nice to be able to like sit in the middle of the run and just kind of chill out to the sound of, you know, the underwater ambience that comes from, you know, swimming. Or you can just sit there and like rage about, you know, how much you wish you didn't have to do all this swimming. Alright, round 2 for Pembles. It was a pretty close round 1, not gonna lie. 26 to 23 is cutting it pretty close. So we're gonna have to go ham on all the Yumblies. Like, nothing was spawning there for a second, though. Alright, cutting it close again. Hopefully we can get some last-minute Yumblies. Come on, Yumbly spawn. We don't want to be losing round 2. Uh-oh. Go, get him, get him, get him! No! He tied! Which counts as a loss. Alright, get nipped. Luckily, he had full health, so we're going to be able to just redo it. Damn, there were so many Yumblies right in front of his face, too, at the end there. Just bad RNG on the Yumblies spawning. Alright, there's a good Yumbly buffet right there. Rip Dupe? Oh, did Dupe fail Napper Skip? Or did he wake him up? Alright, it looks like he woke him up. Gotta love that when you said, what happened? Did this happen or did this happen? And someone says yes. And it's like, okay, well, which one? Thanks, Asmi. Thank you, Eric's, for the much better answer. Alright, Pembles with another really fast, or another really close Vile round, only beating Vile by 1 point that time. So going on to round 3, hopefully Pembles can do a little bit better eating than Vile here on the Yumblies and the Grumblies. Dupe can't decide if he wanted that node in the maze or not. He's kind of, should I? Yeah, no. Alright, here's the honey jump. We've been seeing a lot of varied honey jump attempts in the last couple races. Alright, Pembles absolutely crushing Vile in round 3. And now we're out of there. Oh, it almost looked like he was going to go for the shoes. But unfortunately, they only last as long as you're in the room, which is kind of weird. You'd think they would last longer. So I was going to figure it out anyway. Thanks. Asmi, you're too smart for your own good. I think the smile was a paragraph enough in itself. You know how they say a picture's worth 1,000 words? Yeah, there you go. Just put a prompt into Chat GPT and then copy and paste it in chat. Wow, Pembles waiting for the buzz bomb to actually come down and grab him before jumping up to it. That is unheard of in the banjo community. Everyone just kind of automatically jumps for him no matter how high he is. That actually like warms my heart to see someone do that. Yeah, Dupid better not hit one of those grunny squares. Being at 1 health in the Tumblar game is really, really scary. I mean, even leaving is scary because there's all the spooky, scary skeletons outside. Oh, and there's one right there. Okay. He got the health right away. He didn't want to accidentally jump around the house and take damage. Or I guess, like, at the very least, he probably didn't want to take damage from this next area coming up, just because there's a lot of different stupid ways to take damage on this pool. Ugh. Oh, Pembles made it up onto the hand. Oh, didn't quite jump. I think you're too low. Get up on the hand. There we go. Got it, Pembles. Thank you for the follow on Pemble's stream. Ooh, he still took the damage when he landed down below. He's got to be careful he doesn't die in the church now. Oh my god. That would be like the worst way to lose a run right there, is you accidentally like mess up your running on the first area there. Oh my god! The ghosts! Okay. Dude, I can't believe he didn't die there before putting up those gold feathers. I guess the ghost was still far enough away, but... being low health and like... I guess it's not that bad in Mad Monster Mansion, but... it's still pretty bad. I haven't used ChatGPT for anything in a while. Hello? Oh my god. Okay, maybe he's looking at the picture now. Okay, I thought he was gonna beak bust anyway, even though he slipped off the key there. This is like so intense. Okay, things are going well so far. 2 more to go. There we go, playing it nice and safe. And we're good. We're good. Like Skynet. Alright, we're killing this skeleton. I guess want to be extra sure. I guess the worst thing here is going to be falling off the roof and landing on one of the ghosts now. Pembles checking his totals, making sure everything's good. I'm not sure why, because he had all the notes. Maybe he thought he like missed a honeycomb or a jiggy or something. Anyway, he's on to Gobi's Valley. Oh god, please don't land on a ghost. Okay, he landed on the front pew. He's really tanking his gold feathers too. He's used a lot of them in this level, I feel. But, I mean, I guess you don't really need them for a while. So. Alright, Pembles doing the classic jump through, or jump off. Pembles, you gotta... Oh no, now he has to do that shoeless backup. Oh, he tried to do it too fast. If only he would have zoomed out his camera. Okay, he's just saying screw it. He's not gonna attempt to do the jump without the shoes. Oh! So much damage from the sand. Alright, rough start of Gobies from Pembles. Oh boy, and we got pumpkin time coming from Doop. Too bad we don't have the pumpkin audio, so we can't hear the squish sound as it like jumps around, but run away from the grabba. Or the whatever they're called. Grabba's the one hand. I don't know what those guys are called. The hand. Run away from the hand. The slappa. Thank you, Martin. This game has too many enemies. I feel like BK enemies are pretty, like, easy to remember. It's the Banjo-Tooie enemies that suck because they're never, like... Yeah, there's no... You can skip the credits in Banjo-Tooie, so there's no reason to ever watch the character parade. Alright, Dupe down to 1 health again, but on purpose this time. Meanwhile, Pembles going through the rings. Doesn't want to miss the Mumbo token. Oh, and he's just landing. Okay, gonna do the inside of Sphinxy first. Those were the good old days though, right? Where you had to watch the credits. Nice 6-minute pause from the game. Or something like that. That's the one thing I always think is weird about Super Mario RPG, is that runner's time doesn't stop until you watch the credits. Yeah. Where do you even see the enemy characters' credits? I don't remember. After the Grunny fight? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Duh, it automatically plays. I'm always too mesmerized by Melon Girl that I can't remember anything that happens after that. The ghost has been dealt with. Well, I guess Dupe did take 1 damage from the Teehee in there, so. Alright, Pembles, not sure what he's doing. I think he's setting up his camera for the ring. Alright, took a little damage there. Alright, looks like he'd already risen. So, hopefully he zooms out his camera sometime soon. Wandering around his banjo with this zoomed in camera is pretty rough. Also, Pembles, you're not supposed to come over here yet. Oh, he's getting the flight pad so he can go through the ring now. I feel like if you're going to fly through one ring, you may as well just fly through all of them. Because then at least they're like over and done with. I mean, that one's like right on the way, or right in his way, so yeah, he's just going to go for them now. And then maybe he'll beak bomb to this last one or just continue on his path. Yeah. Alright, he'll come back for the other ones. The other setups are a little easier than that first one out of Jinxie. That's like the one ring setup that I can never ever get right. I'm so shocked that all 3 of those eggs went in. So many times we've seen people just like, you know, shoot 3 eggs that look like they're all going in and only 2 of them work, but with that camera angle, all 3 of them went right in. Alright, we got 2 Gobi's Valleys happening now, right at the same time. Dupe's got quite a lead on... Oh my goodness. That was insane. Dupe's got quite a lead on Pembles at this point, with like 2 full levels ahead, and now they're in the same level. So after this, he'll be going to Rusty Bucket Bay, and then Pembles still has to do Mad Monster Mansion and Freezeezy Peak. Oh, Pembles, you didn't hit the switch. Okay, you stayed up there. Alright, looks like Dupe's just gonna straight up fly through the rings. So he'll probably do the same thing that that Pembles did. Just fly through the first one, and then the second one if it's near the cactus, and then just shoot eggs to get into Jinxie's body. This match game during TSR's Rando tournament was really, really terrible to watch. Just because all the panels were randomized too. It was like, I feel like that's just not something you want to have to deal with. Not that it's not like fun doing a 16-tile match game with random, you know, with random tiles, but yeah, no. It's one of those kinda is, kinda isn't kind of things. Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you get good RNG, then it's a huge pog. But if you get bad RNG, then it's like guessing. But I guess in the end, like a tile game like that is a memory game, which is why I guess you call it a memory match game or something like that. Wouldn't it be great in speedruns if they were random? That'd be an excellent minigame. Oh, is Pembles coming over here to do Grabba first? That'll get it, I think. Oh, just barely missed. Yeah. That's true. It isn't hard to get worse than Gobies. Yeah, I'm not sure why Pembles decided to come over and do Grabba after the match pyramid instead of leaving it for later. Oh, and then he canceled his shoes instead of running away. I think he was trying to cancel Grabba's text, but he accidentally canceled his shoes. 67 for Dupe on the match game. Oh my god, I thought Pembles was going to grab the boots when he jumped over that pillar there. Oh, Pembles didn't jump fast enough. Alright, go for it again. This time you'll get it. Nope. Not quite. Third time's the charm. Alright, there we go. Got it the fourth time. Alright, so Dupe doing a much more standard Gobies route. Oh, okay. I thought that Beak Bomb was going to be slightly too low and he was going to grab the pole. Which I think is like the biggest feels bad man in the world. Because then you have to go all the way back down to the flight pad. Wait, where did those eggs go? Oh my god, I can't believe Dupe made it up there. He pooped like too many eggs, I think, for the thing, but then 2 of them just disappeared. I'm pretty sure they didn't get like sucked into the cup. I actually don't know. Alright, 2 more for Pembles. 1 more. Perfect! I just made it up. Dude, I have no idea how people make it up without, like, falling off. I always have, like, such a hard time staying on top of, Histup's head. Clearly my cartridge is just patched, right? Pembles is doing some route. Who is in the lead? Dupe is in the lead by a lot. After doing the match game, Pembles went straight to Grabba. So Pembles is just kind of doing whatever route he wants, I think. Alright. So we got Water Pyramid coming from Dupe. No Water Pyramid clip. Unless he landed at Gobi, but I wasn't lucky enough to see that. Looks like the answer might have been yes, because he didn't grab the Mumbo token up top, and I feel like if you're doing the route where you like come in here, then you would always grab that token. So that was probably an unintentional land. Pembles got a little too close to the boulder. I'm actually... oh my god, Pembles only has 1 health. That's not good. So he can either wait for the magic carpet or he can gold feather back to land. Either way, it's really scary being 1 health in Gobies. Oh, he's going to take the carpet. No, Pebbles! Okay. Okay, he's going for the gold feather. Dude, him jump. Sorry if I didn't mute my mic when I cut. Oh no, Pembles! He couldn't beak but fast enough off the slappa. Oh, that's rough. Having to go collect everything again. That is really, really bad. I think the race is pretty over for Pembles. At this point, it's it would be insanely hard for him to catch up with like 2 level death. Plus, Dupe hasn't really had any like, you know, super big mistakes. I mean, he did like fall off the roof in Mad Monster Mansion. That was a pretty bad one. Or not fall off the roof, but he had to go back up to, you know, go down the chimney. And aside from that, having like, you know, low health and having to be pretty careful, I think that's all that's really happened to Dupe so far. So yeah, Pembles is gonna have to basically pray for a miracle here. Oh, Dupe. The classic strat of landing on the tree, not being able to jump off it, and then just tanking into the water. Way too easy to happen. Oh, that's kind of smart, leaving the last ancient one to the end. He's going into the sand, though, I think. Yeah, he jumped off, but, I mean, was able to make it up, so. But now he's not going to have the shoes to cancel the Jiggy Dance skip, so. I thought for a second he might try, like, taking off. Is Dupe nearly 2 levels ahead? He's nearly 3 levels ahead now. Because, I mean, like, Dupe is going to RBB after this. And Pembles is, like, going to be in Gobies for a while still. Because not only has he not finished the level, but he has to, like, recollect all of his notes. So, like, Dupe is going to have to just, like, die in his computer chair, I think, for, like, Pembles to end up winning. Or, like, if Dupe has to, like, forfeit for some reason. Oh! Okay. Dupe looked like he got pretty low to the ground before doing that beak bust. I thought he wasn't going to be able to pull it off, but here we are. Alright, slowly just waiting it out. Because of Dupe's route, he, wait, he should have had a refill there. Right? Because Mumbo's Clanker's Bubble Gloop. Oh, Mumbo, oh, no. He got his refill in Mad Monster Mansion, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Never mind, don't mind me. Don't mind me. I forgot this is the route he is doing. Right. I totally forgot about TTC on his splits. Yeah, Mumbo's TTC Clankers, you get the refill. Bubble Loop for Easy Peak, Mad Monster Mansion, you get the refill. And then, yeah, Gobies. Alright, Pemble's having bad luck with the Ancients again. At that point, I think if I was Pembles, like, you know, going back into the level, I think it might have been a good idea just to... Oh my god, Pembles, please zoom out your camera. Okay. Might have just flown through all the ancient ones. Alright, not sure what Pembles is doing here, because he still needs those notes. Oh, maybe he's just flying through it now. Yeah, takes a tumble though. That is rough when that happens. Yeah, this is definitely not a good Gobies. But I mean, like we all know. Oh my god, Pembles is just tanking so much damage to everything. Alright, he's going for the honey in the hive. I honestly don't blame him. As long as you don't get smoked by the bees. Alright, yeah, Pembles, just go back for the ring later when you do everything else. Or at the very end, you can do the ring. Alright, you don't need to hit the switch again because you already got the honeycomb. Alright, now we got engine room coming from Dupe. Could this be Pembles' time to catch up? Alright, he's waiting for the wheels to slow down, so we're not going to be seeing any like crazy mash A or you die deaths. Like, I think in the last week we've seen a couple races where runners kind of slipped on the pipes, but they were able to mash A fast enough to be able to, you know, not die. Alright, engine room part 2. The fan that nobody can die on. Easy. I don't think we've even seen anyone take damage from the second set of fans in this tournament. Oh my god, the insta-clip. Gotta love it. Oh, Pembles, did he land on the... Oh no, he didn't. Thought he landed on the pole. It's like, it's funny, everything's good, and then you're like, oh, this runner's not doing anything, let's look over the other runner. Then when you look back, it's like, oh my god, what's happened? Why did I take my eyes off? If only I had 2 sets of eyes. Alright, that was an insane quick dive from Dupe. Unfortunately, you don't want an insane quick dive there. You got a Jinjo to grab, and then you're out of there. And his capture's so dark, it's hard to see what's in there. Alright, so Pembles can just skip this entire next flight section and go straight to Water Pyramid. Because he's already got the honeycomb. Oh my god, what happened to... Oh no, he... Dupe, no! Did he just get stuck or did he drown? Or did he run out the timer? That is... That's the first time we've seen that this tournament, for sure. Oh, he missed the Jiggy and he drowned. Yeah, I thought his timer ticked all the way down, and he died on the propeller blades. That's so rough. I mean, I guess it's worse than dying in engine room, but it's like, you know, because you have to do engine room again. Did he at least get the Jiggy down there? I didn't. I think I saw the Jiggy counter pop up at the bottom of his screen. If he got the Jiggy, then that's good. Yeah, I think he got the Jiggy too, because I'm pretty sure I saw the 2 pop up at the bottom. Yeah, because it would be a 2, because you 1 in the engine room, and then your next one comes from... Alright, Pembles got his revenge on the Slappa that killed him. Grabbing a few extra honeys here. Just so, just to make absolutely sure he doesn't die. And now we're about to get the Wahey text. At least we should. No, I guess he's not following the exact route. Alright, made it through engine room a second time. Alright, and at least this time you won't have to go for the blades again, so you can go straight for the Jinjo and then just kind of surface. Oh, Pembles, no! Didn't quite make it all the way up. And I guess he missed a note on the way up anyway, so... Alright, round 2. Water Pyramid Clip, round 2. Or it's not Water Pyramid Clip, it's just Water Pyramid Run. Every time I look over at, I keep wanting to say Briggs. Every time I look over at Dupe's stream, Pembles, you're gonna have to go grab the shoes again. Yeah, okay, he knows. Okay, cancel your shoes. Okay, take 3. Now we'll get to see if we get a sick boombox skip from Dupe. Oh, Pembles. Pembles is not having a good time with this water pyramid. Alright, so we got Boombox, but we didn't quite get the Jiggy fast enough, so we ended up spawning a second time into the lower, or into the lesser boxes. And I'm not sure why we're picking up more eggs here. I feel like the time for eggs is over. Because, I mean, what do you need eggs for after this? I guess if you want to be a, you know, pay the troll toll. Oh. Pembles, no. Pembles, why? Alright. There's no way he'll fail it this time, right? Okay, nice sharp turns on the corners. There we go. Cutting the track. There we go. Easy. First try. Let's go, GG's. Okay, I 100% thought Dupe was gonna go for just like jumping through this room. But then he like pulled out his Rat-a-tat right at the last second and hit the Champa. Alright, TNT box got his attention but went away. Don't fall in the green ooze, you'll die in one hit. How hilarious that the green Jinjo is next to like the pit of green acid or whatever it is. Like it says danger, but what is it actually? Like, I mean, yeah, Rusty Bucket Bay has a lot of like pretty, you know, health hazardous materials around. But I mean, what could it possibly be? Like green slime, toxic waste? Is it Gatorade? Oh, it looks like Pembles has just opted to take the maze. I was about to say going the wrong way, but I guess he's taking the jump off this other wall over here, completely avoiding the mummy. Not a bad strat if you're having a hard time with the first wall. There's a video on YouTube saying that the gate by RBB entrance is the gate in Quagmire. I mean, that's like kind of impossible, right? Because Quagmire is in the Isle of Hags, whereas RBB is in Grunny's Lair, right? I mean, good speculation, but like all the levels are branches of the lair. Do you get teleported by the pads? Yeah, but you go through the entrance in the lair, right? There's no pad in the lair. I mean, it's kind of interesting to think about, though, because the sky is the same kind of color, right? That yellowish, like, cloudy, smoggy orange. Or yellow. So maybe they had Rusty Bucket in mind when they made Grunny Industries. But yeah, Quagmire is pretty far up. But you're right, the teleporter could just take you anywhere. So like when you enter in through the lair, it could like, I don't know, teleport you wherever. It's not out of the realm of impossibility since there are warp pads in Banjo-Tooie, right? The technology exists. Yeah. It sounds right, but yeah. But that's just a theory. A game theory. Most of Tooie's maps were designed at the same time as BK's. That's interesting. That's something I didn't actually know. I'm surprised Pembles didn't take damage from that, but I guess you have a long time to kind of move yourself. Alright, grabbing the rest of the notes. This time Pembles' mission is to die on purpose. He's at the end of his gobies. One last note to grab. And he's out of there.
Hi, Paul.
That's him saying something to someone in chat. It's just very loud. One of the design documents for GGM was dated in 1997. That's interesting. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like, you make a bunch of like design plans for levels, and you kind of put the best ones that fit in Banjo-Kazooie in the game, right? And then like all the rest of them, you don't just scrap the ideas. I guess you just do something with them. So I kind of like the idea that, you know, they thought of the levels that far in advance, and when they couldn't use them in the original game, they just kind of... Oh my god! Dupe, please. Oh, I think Pembles was doing something with his splits. Yeah, he accidentally split or something, so he was, or skipping it, so he was having a look. Not the time though. We're in a race. They do mention the lava world. That's true. So they probably already knew of Hellfire Peaks, maybe. And they already knew they were greenlit for a sequel, maybe. Who knows? On game design. Mount Fire Eyes turned into the lava side of HFP. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know too much about the lore of like the game's development. Well, yeah, but I mean, they say Banjo 3E was coming out at the end of Banjo 2E, so. Uh-oh, ripped my internet. Hopefully we're still live. Okay, my bars went really low, but we seem to be back. Hopefully the stream didn't drop entirely. Jam Joes and Humblewumba are mentioned as joke answers in FF. Yeah, they are. Yeah, it is Welsh. It's that time of night for me. I think it's because my landlords are at home and they use the internet, maybe. Yeah, I guess. And then they turned it into something weird. Imagine a universe in which Banjo 3 existed. Would it be able to be speedran? Speedrunned? Whatever the past tense is. Yeah, Viva Pinata is the spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie, or Banjo-Tooie. I don't know what Ghoulies is, so... Dupe ready to do click clock. Meanwhile, Pembles hard catch-up mode, doing Mad Monster Mansion now. Oh, really? I didn't realize that was on the disc. I mean, it's been so long since I played, I probably saw it and was like, oh, I don't know what that is. Or I saw something else, I don't remember. It's been years since I played Nuts and Bolts. I think I played through it in like 2017. Oh, really? So is it just like a running joke in Nuts and Bolts? Pembles. Just ignore the ghost. I guess you can't now, but there we go. That was a lot of gold feathers. Alright, we're just crushing these without gold feathers now. You rushed to Banjoland to see all the references and took the game back to the store. I played through the games like... I did basically any percent. I just kind of played until I got enough to do the final battle. The game's speedrun is pretty cool. I mean, we've been having GDO internet moment for a while. I think it's just because this is around the time when both my landlords are home. That's what I was saying, Go-Go. Because it's only ever a problem at like this time of day specifically. The joys of being on shared Wi-Fi. I miss my Ethernet, but I also don't miss paying for my own internet. Yeah, the one thing I'm not a big fan of with nuts and bolts speedrunning is the whole, like, you know, you can have pre-made blueprints for your vehicles. I think the vehicle creation, the blueprint creation would be a fun part of the speedrun. But it would take, like, time. Pemble's getting an extra gold feather. He did use a lot of them in the cellar, so it makes sense. Alright, meanwhile, Dupe not doing soft lock, so we're getting all the notes. 18 notes here. Getting the token, jumping off the back of the snare bear so you don't take damage. Love to see it. Yeah, I don't think I would ever learn 100%. Any percent maybe, but 100% is too much. Shout out to Banjo Runners. I guess I gave a shout out to Pembles earlier, so I guess shout out to Briggs for getting a recent PB. Oh, nice. Oh, that was just a 1-up. I thought Pembles got the skip, but then I was like, oh, never mind. I got debated by the 1-up sound. You guys had the same idea? Yeah. I guess shoutouts to... I don't know, there's just so many people. I guess I'll say shoutouts to Martin for, like, taking... for scheduling his race for over a month later. It's just the way it worked out, but it still made me, like, raise my eyebrows. Oh, Pembles, get out of there. Okay, I feel like maybe you didn't need to kill that ghost, but better safe than sorry, right? Yeah, we got a lot of races happening maybe this weekend. I know that Farah and Yami might race on Sunday, but if they can't find a time to race on channel, they'll either have to do it like off stream or else they'll have to ask someone else to redo their reschedule. Ooh, Pembles made it up pretty quick. Very nice. I'm actually pretty impressed with how many races have happened in this tournament so far. It really helps when the people running the tournament can, you know, they place deadlines and stuff. Alright, Pembles in the resource room. Pembles has a lot of feathers and eggs, though. I feel like he doesn't need to be in here. July. Hopefully that's not like serious. Cause yeah, Pixel would probably give that one a hard no. Please. Yeah, I mean that's fine if people like everyone knows the deadline of when they need to schedule up, so the sooner the better, but I mean you don't need to stream practice. Nobody likes doing practice though. I've been practicing a bunch for the bingo tournament finals that I'm gonna be in, and it's like every time I practice I always feel like I don't want to be doing this, but I gotta. Speaking of which, I'll be commentating that race tomorrow between Alpha and iCup. Right after I get out of work, so if you like bingo, tune in. I don't like doing races against other people in the tournament when there's no like time on the line. That's why I won't race Alpha and Dango until the tournament's over. Alright, pretty safe tumbler. How many rounds are there? Loser semifinals is happening tomorrow. The winner of that races Dango in losers finals, and then the winner of that races me in grand finals. And then that's the end. But my grand final race could be 2 sets. Oh! Pembles didn't get into Talon Trot fast enough. So, bingo tournament's over pretty soon. And I've got some funny stuff waiting for the highlight reel for that one. So tune in for that when it comes out eventually. Briggs has all these like numbers on his splits, and I can't figure out what they mean. Or not Briggs. I keep saying Briggs because I see Briggs in chat. Doop has all these numbers on his splits, and I can't figure out what they mean. I'm sure they did. I'm absolutely sure they did. Oh, I did. I made sure to clip that specifically. At first I thought it was like how many Mumbo tokens you end the level with. But then I thought, oh, it's not that. Then I thought maybe it's how many Jiggies you have in your inventory when you like fill in the puzzle. It's like Clankers 4, Bubble Gloop 8, Freezeezy 9, Gobies 7, RBB 9, Click Clock 6. And I was like, I'm gonna have to ask him, unless we can figure it out like right now. Mumbo tokens per level? I mean, maybe. Because what's that? 4, 12, 21. I can't see MMM. Then RBB and Gobies together is 22. So 31, 39, 40 something. Yeah, I mean, it could be. But I feel like at that point you would just write down the total number of Mumbo tokens you should have. Like when you're done the level. Or when you enter the level, I'm not sure. Alright, Pemble's taking it pretty safe with the keys as well, making sure he's hitting the exact ones. 2 left. And there we go. Perfect. Oh! Dupe getting knocked off by the clucker. Oh my god, I thought he was gonna get hit by the other one too. That's rough, getting smoked off the edge like that. At least he landed in the water. I'm not sure what he got knocked down originally by. Maybe it was that Grublin hood. Just like got, you know, smacked down, and then when he tried to get up, he got knocked further down by the clucker, down to the bottom. So it's like a 1-2, like, wombo combo kind of thing. Very unfortunate to see the fall of someone in fall. I tried to make that sound smarter, but I failed. The fall of bears. Or something like that, I don't know. Maybe you guys can come up with something smarter. Also, I just realized, hey Blasty, I never said hi to you earlier. I just saw good luck runners. Oh my god, I thought that Dupe was falling off the catwalk. Hey Pink. Dupe getting stuck right on the edge of the windowsill like that. Don't you hate seeing the stumbles in autumn? Or the tumbles in autumn? I feel like the joke has to be like fall, right? Anything spooky in CCW is scary. Do you mean anything spooky in CCW is spooky? Oh, Dupe! Oh my god, I can't believe he didn't get hit by that clucker. How did that rat-a-tat still happen? Like, was that a second rat-a-tat, or was that the end of his first rat-a-tat? Dude, I have no idea how he didn't, like, just take all the damage there and fall off the tree. I'm actually, like, really amazed by that. Like, insanely. Make, like, a leaf and fall. Oh, did it go slowly there? Or did it get all cut up? I don't know, my OBS be looking good, so... Autocorrect, you weren't trying to say fridge? I was like, were you trying to mean, like, in winter? Is that the fridge? I mean, it's covered in snow, but you don't go on there in winter. Well, I guess you do a little bit. Oh man, Pembles has a lot of health. I would probably grab those other gold feathers there if he was looking for gold feathers. Oh no, it's doing the thing! Alright, well, hopefully I won't crap out again. Sorry if I do. Everyone be dropping frames. I can't hear Pembles, his stream is frozen for me. It's okay. Hopefully it'll fix itself soon. Hopefully. Come on, I believe. I believe. I believe. Come on. Okay, things are happening on screen. Oh my god. Oh my god. My stream stayed at 0 KB per S and then jumped up to 8,000. I have it capped at like 2,300. That's insane. Okay, we're back. Oh, maybe not. It's going red again. Come on, you I believe. I believe in you, internet. I believe. Don't be dropping. Where are we dropping? Don't be like the battle bus. You got this. Okay, we're back. I think. I got green bars again. Someone type 1 if we're back. Please, for the love of God, someone type 1. Okay, we back. Good. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I changed where my Wi-Fi antenna is, so hopefully it'll be a little better. Alright. Not a bad MMM from Pembles. Saved some time on his splits. Unfortunately, dupe landed. Getting Irie Jiggy. Oh! Getting smacked off the tree branch. Fluttered a little bit too low, though. So ended up taking a bit of a tumble. Oh! Oh, no! He's falling. Oh, my God. I mean, it's so terrible to see happen, but it's funny watching it happen. He almost saved it, too. Almost. Okay, hopefully it doesn't happen one more time, though. Okay, there we go. Now we've landed. Okay. Alright, not sure. Oh, he's coming in here for a honey hive. I actually forgot that there was a honey thing in here. I mean, it's funny when you're watching it happen, yes. But not when it's happening. Yeah, the honey hive just tells you buzz off. Mumbo's on vacation. Oh, he's gonna fall off. Oh, he made it up. That was actually an insane save. Alright, with that health though, he can fall off and it would probably be fine, so. Alright. I think he's safe. Just needs to not get like sniped in the air here, and we'll see how these winter clips go. And 1. Good. Oh, he almost landed. Oh, okay. He was probably planning on landing anyway. Maybe. I'm not sure. He left the jiggy there, so I feel like he was either planning on landing all along, or he usually does the strat where you grab the jiggy. Hey, this is a second banjo. Alright, never forget, Smasher and Arb Die Dice clip. Alright, time for Freeze Easy Peek now from Pembles. But Dupe is already in spring. so he'll probably be done by the time Pembles is out. If he has a good level. Almost saved it with the backflip, but not quite. Still ended up falling out. Alright, and Doop has all of the notes already, so he doesn't need to worry about grabbing any extras. Not sure what he's doing here. Maybe typing to chat. Checking Discord to make sure he wasn't typing to me. Okay, good. First part of Pog by doing double banjo. I mean, that's not even teabagging. That's just like crouching. Alright, and we are out of Click Clock Wood. 1 Jiggy left to get for Doop. Oh no, he still has to do his RBA stuff. Duh. I forgot he didn't. I forgot he's doing RRBA. So 5 more Jiggies left to get. Oop, and he accidentally voided there. Oh! Okay, I think he was worried about opening the door, so he quickly bailed out of there. That would be just the worst thing ever. Alright, voided again, didn't quite make it. Third tries the charm. Alright, that worked. That worked just fine. So now we're going for RRBA. Going back to the beginning of the lair and getting all the Jiggies on the way up. That's really interesting. Like, Doop splits after Grunny, or after Click Clock Wood, but he doesn't have an RRBA split. He doesn't have a Furnace Fun split. He just has a Grunty split. Alright, good half yellow star from Pembles, but without the beak bomb, so it's probably just a quarter YOLO star, maybe? Oh, Pembles missed the middle button. Turning all the way around. There we go. Well, I moved my antenna, so instead of being like down on top of an external hard drive, it's like on top of my monitor. So hopefully it's able to pick up signals better. Of course, now that I said that, it's probably gonna like crap out, but I mean, you never know. Alright, Dupe grabbing the Freeze Easy Peak Jiggy, having a little bit of problems grabbing it. Oh, and there's actually a little ledge you can stand on up there. That's interesting. Alright, 1 more Jiggy left to grab, just the RBB Jiggy. And he's out of there. It's like he got like stuck on the ceiling and like vacuumed towards. Yeah, not having any splits after Click Clock Wood, especially if you're doing this kind of, you know, stuff, just sounds weird. Alright, let's see how his Ninpalk skip goes. Hopefully we see no screen questions, but we may see a screen question. Perhaps. What's the squirrel doing in spring? He's eating his nuts. That's the question I always like. It's not really hard, but it's still a section of the run. And I mean, it is really hard if you're trying to do it without losing lots of time. Dupe should go for dog skip? No one should go for dog skip. Alright, here we go. Not quite. There we go. Oh. Oh, he's on the frame. There we go. Oh, he waited too long. Come on, Dupe, I believe. Believe in the power of Ninpalk. Yeah, but it could also lose you the race. Which of these isn't on show? A pathetic polar bear. We would have accepted walrus as well. Hey, look at that. A wobbly walrus. Alright, now we get to see... Oh, nope, he's not going for dog. Sorry, Go-Go. You're dashed. Alright, Pemble's getting all the notes around here. Did he get the honeycomb, though? Did he not get the honeycomb? Oh, he did? He must have got it first. I, like, entirely didn't see him. Alright, yeah, I get those notes later. Alright, we're full on eggs. We're going into the grunny fight. Pembles is going for right leg, but he's probably not going to get it. Yep, just barely missed it. Didn't jump backwards right at the beginning. It was a little bit slow turning around. You really need to be going fast. But at least Pemble's got everything around the right leg, so he'll be perfectly set up to win the race this time. Pembles be skipping leg day. Yeah, he got the two things around the other leg, just so he'd probably have an easier left leg. And he's kind of tailing behind Boggy here, just so he doesn't get too far ahead. Alright, a little bit of a sloppy end of the egg section for Dupe, though. Oh, he took off in the wrong direction. Hitting this first beak bomb is going to be really awkward. Never mind, she was just right there, just completely giving it to him. Luckily, Dupe has 47 feathers, so I don't think he'll have any problems with this beak bomb section, regardless of how many times he misses. Alright, let's go, Pembles. You got this race in the bag. Well, the walrus race. Uh. Oh. Okay, it didn't cancel the beak bomb. I thought at the angle he went in, I thought he was like gonna slide off the edge or something. Alright, he's not in the right corner for the Jinjo cutscene skip, so he's taking it nice and safe. Right at the end of the race. Dupe went for the feather refill. Yeah, I mean, you never know how many more feathers you need right at the end of the run here. If you run out of eggs, I guess you can put feathers in the Jinjo statues. I'm not sure what button you press to do that, but if somebody knows, just let me know in chat. Man, Dupe's taking a lot of damage on these Jinjo statues. He's gonna have to be like really careful on the Jinjonator here. At least there's like a setup to you know, not take damage, but I mean we saw in Pixel's race when he did Jinjonator, he took a lot of damage. Yeah, Brax is... Yeah, not yet. I'm delayed. By a lot, probably. Alright, taking a gold feather. He still has the... didn't close the door on the other side of the statue, though, so... He's just going back and forth. Oh, there we go. Oh, he did close the door on the other side of the statue. Alright, that's good. I didn't see that. Let's pull them both in. Alright, GG's.
GG.
GG.
GG's. Oh, hang on a sec. Let me mute Pembles' audio just so I don't hear my echo.
Oh, yeah.
Pembles, you had the roughest gobies I've ever seen. I'm so sorry, my dude.
That's alright. It happens.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the worst level for it to happen as well. And, yeah, Dupe, I saw you had a pretty rough RBB as well.
Yeah, I drowned on the propellers, sadly.
Yeah.
But other than that, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, and I guess waking up Napper was pretty bad too.
Yeah.
I actually didn't. I was watching Pembles at the time, so I didn't see what happened in the propellers. I thought somehow you just missed the jiggy and the timer started again, and so you got like the propellers killed you. But then
No. I was super focused on that not happening, and then forgot about the oxygen timer.
Oh. But yeah, then people in chat were like, oh, he got the jiggy, it was the oxygen that killed him. So I was like, okay, well, at least you don't have to go for the jiggy again, so.
No.
Yeah. So.
I had probably one of my roughest runs yet.
Yeah. It was pretty rough, especially in Clankers 2, drowning right at the very bottom. Was, yeah, not fun seeing Gloop kind of troll you a little bit on the oxygen bubbles.
Yeah. You say that again.
Yeah. So, yeah. Dupe, you'll be moving on in the bracket. I'm not sure who your opponent is going to be. Let me have a look. You'll be racing Electric Fortune.
Electric Fortune.
Yeah. And so I'll let you and Electric Fortune schedule up whenever you have time to do so. Unfortunately, Pembles, this is your exit from the tournament.
That's fine. I had fun with it. I didn't have fun with this run.
Yeah. Yeah. When things go wrong, they really kind of take the peek out of it. I know that I'm not sure what you've been doing other than the tournament. Do you plan on continuing for like Banjo PBs, or I know you do a lot of Ocarina of Time Randomizer as well?
I'll keep doing the banjo because I've put in a lot of practice and it probably it'd be unwise for me to stop. But I will be doing. I'm back to doing some uh Ucho as well.
Okay. Do you have any goals in mind for banjo?
Yeah, I want to get sub 250, and
Sounds.
my run is dead.
Oh. I was gonna ask if you were gonna finish, and we can send the raid
Uh,
to you.
thank you, but I mean after especially after Gobies and Clankers,
Oh,
I was
okay.
done.
Do you plan on continuing your stream?
Oh, I might do like a super short run, but like no, probably not.
Okay.
Yeah. Gotta work later.
All right then. I guess
That's it.
we can either raid. I see Miam, and Nate are both streaming, so we can raid one of them. Dingpot
Hey,
says do DKR.
what about
Yeah, I'm probably
Richard
gonna do a short
Sage?
DKR run, but
Sorry, what was that, Pembles?
What about Richard Sage? He's doing an Ocarina of Time, but he's a really nice guy.
I usually like doing the BK raids if possible.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool.
Very, very on brand.
yeah.
Something like that. So anyway, thank you guys. Sorry, thank you guys for both racing tonight. It was fun hosting. Thank you, chat, for being here and making it fun. For more banjo race stuff, it's actually a really busy day tomorrow. At 2 p.m. Eastern, Pixel is going to be hosting Connor75 versus Trep. That'll be fun, and Welsh will be commentating that one. After that, at 6 o'clock Eastern, Alpha and iCup will be doing their Press F to Bingo tournament race hosted by Secret Humor Man, and me and TGGD, that German guitar dude, will be commentating that one. And then to wrap up the night at 10 o'clock Eastern, I will be hosting Emo versus Family Jewels. And so that'll be a fun race to watch as well. So tune in to that with Tyson commentating. So thank you guys. And yeah, I'm out unless you guys have anything to say to wrap it up.
Yeah, GG's, I had fun with that, and Dupes, good luck, our next opponent.